Hey yo, Peepadoosh Exile here once again, and I have some good news to bring to you. Basically, the build was struggling a little bit with clear, right? And we were running call penetration with greater multiple projectiles, spell echo, critical damage, ice spear, and added cold. Well, actually, this was hypothermia, but now it's added cold awakened because it's more damage. But basically, right? So how I solved the issue with clear, the issue of aiming your Ice Spear and your Sniper's Mark, is instead of swapping out greater multiple projectiles, it's a mouthful, with greater volley. So what it does, right, it makes your projectile spread, but this demolishes your single target. However, what I just tested, right, just a silly thought, what if I just use both of them, right? And that works, because it gives so many projectiles that it actually is fine. Even on single target on map bosses, you don't really need to swap gems, because if there are walls nearby, you Sniper's Mark the enemy, you shoot out projectiles, and they just shotgun, well, not shotgun, but they chain off of the walls, right? So it just works, okay? It just works. And of course, if you want big single target damage, you swap out greater volley for cold penetration, and it's great. It works, you know. At this point, yesterday on stream, I killed some Ubers as well. The build is great, and here I have anomalous increased duration, so I'm not using this. I wasn't using this, I just bought it right now, because the issue with blessing, right, so it consumes a lot of mana, 549 mana, which is more than half of my mana pool, and I'm consuming a lot of mana. Like, this is without onslaught as well, and we have onslaught, and see, if I cast it, it's bad, right? So this will help a lot, and this makes it 380. I could also go for alt quality divine blessing, alt quality inspiration. I don't have the monies for that right now, but I will do that in the future. And then this will cost very little mana, like 100, and then it's going to be very comfortable. Even now, I think technically this is fine. I didn't need it, right? I killed Uber bosses without this support gem, this alt quality, so it's fine even without it. But if you can get these alt qualities, that reduce the cost. Okay, anyway, let's go into a map. Let's just do a canyon map with more life, chill ground, whatever, more monster life, more boss life. It is fine. We go for Maven Witness. That's what I've been doing. Let's do that. And one quick thing, the chill ground, right? So chill ground normally is very annoying. How we solved chill is by getting reduced effective chill here, and then one ring with reduced effective chill crafted on the suffix, and that gives me chill immunity, and that's great. That's not slowing, like, and nothing is slowing, well, okay, not nothing. Chill is not slowing me down, so that's good. All right, well, let's put in the clear setup, and you still want the Sniper's Mark, right? But the nice thing is that you don't have to aim anymore. Like, you have to aim into the general direction of where you want to shoot, but you don't really need to aim as before, because before you had to be precise, otherwise your clear was complete garbage. But now it's good. It's actually good. It's actually enjoyable. And the moment I figured out this combination of just a bunch of projectiles with greater volley, I got hooked back into the game. Like, I was on the verge of, you know, like, it's fine, it's okay, the damage is ramping, but the clear, like, if the clear is not good, it's not that enjoyable to play, right? Like, the game is about killing a bunch of monsters and Herald of Ice explosions and stuff like that. So if the clear is lacking, it doesn't feel amazing, right? Anyway, let's end the deli because it's ramping up pretty quickly. But yeah, there's one boss. This is without walls, so it's a bit iffy, but yeah, I mean, if you put this in for the single target damage, it's a lot of damage. It's fine, but even this is without any walls present, it's, you know, it's totally fine. I am a bit invested in the damage department, that is true. However, it's not anything crazy, and it will get a lot better. But anyway, so that's the showcase real quick. It feels good, okay? It just feels good. It might not be the best. Okay. Honestly, this is not the best clear, of course, but it is very nice. Going from what I had before into this, it feels amazing. The build is saved, and that's what matters, okay? I'm not about, like, this is about playing a skill that I wanted to play, my starter, and making it good, not necessarily the best build out there, because, you know, there are, well, only a few things that you can do to be the best. But anyway, so basically, it's working, it's great, it feels nice. The single target damage But maybe I'll pull up a clip of killing an Uber boss or something from yesterday's stream, so you can enjoy that. I will leave you with that. But before I go, real quick, the belt, the mana sustain, that is something that we have to work with, right? We have a lot of mana spendage going on. You want to have as much of an energy pool, as big of an energy pool as you can possibly get. 1000 is... it's fine, it's enough. I am losing mana still while casting on like big bosses if I get to cast for a long time. I have Leech, I have Regen on the belt, and we have Recharge Energy Shield passively because of Energy Shield. So like 200, then because of 1000 Energy Shield we have 100 Leech, and then 150 Energy Shield per second while there's a rare or unique enemy nearby. So we have 450 Energy Shield per second, which is pretty much enough to sustain for quite a long time. And how we get Energy Shield Leech is early on, I go here, get the Eldritch Battery, get the Energy Shield Leech, but once I get my Devouring item and I get my clusters, this is the cluster combination, and we get this thing, that thing. It's a lot of damage, cast speed, attack speed, spell damage, leech, and we're always leeching, right? Because we're spending Energy Shield, we're always leeching Energy Shield, which means that we always get this damage and attack speed and cast speed. So that's great. One more thing to mention is this small reservation cluster. So I dropped a level 84, 3 passive reservation cluster. I rolled it a few times until I got 35, regaled, you know, stuff like that. And I got tier 1 chaos res, I regaled intelligence, and then Exile slammed the determination reservation, which works for the build. I really wanted to hit life because it would be more life than this passive. But if you don't have... well, basically, you don't need this, right? Like, it works, and now I can spec into this point and drop the Grace Reservation here. So this works. However, what you can do, drop the 35 effect. You don't need 25 effect, nothing. You just need Determination or Zealotry, right? Determination or Zealotry Reservation. That's all you need. And then you just lose 1 life point for Grace Reservation efficiency, and you can fit in all of your auras. With the item, right? Yep, I made this, plus 2 projectiles above the base, used tainted currency, made the item in like 2 divines, right? So the main cost was the base and the colors. Getting colors with tainted chromatic orbs was almost as expensive as making the whole item. So buying the base and making it a 6-link. I didn't get unlucky, right? I didn't have to use a bunch of tainted fusings, so the price could have ramped up quite a bit if I got unlucky a few more times, but tainted fusings are in a pretty good spot right now. I believe this is the second 6-link that I made this league, and it's definitely back as a linking option for sure. Yeah, I mean, the weapon is not that crazy. It is pretty good though, but it's not that good, right? It's a Frostbite on hit ring with crit multi-essence. I need to get lightning resistance here instead of recoup, but recoup is really good, so I didn't want to roll over this. But that would allow me to drop this resistance craft and get more damage crafted here. Also, I kind of need to get a higher tier lightning resistance on the belt. Anyway, that's for the future. I'm gonna get some upgrades, get an enchant and stuff like that, right, as we go. One important thing is this Lethal Pride. I have just a random Lethal Pride to give me strength because we need a lot of strength, and this provides a hefty amount of strength, as you can see. So that's very important. I do have 5% strength here, but it doesn't matter. What you want is chance to deal double damage. I have none here. It was just the cheapest one that I could get early on. The passive tree, I'm following the plan from the POB. Nothing crazy, nothing different, really. And yeah, before I end the video, bada bang, bada boom. Damage is on head. I mean, it's not great, but maybe that's something. Anyway, I'll leave you with a clip of me killing an Uber boss. I guess probably with the first one, Uber Shaper, because that's the first Uber boss that I tried. And yeah, okay, anyway, stay awesome. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye. Uber Shaper it is. Goddamn. Okay, probably don't need this. Okay, life flasks, instant recovery, Let's go for that. Just in case. Okay.
I see you.
Uber Shaper. Damn.
You don't belong here. Run along.
It's definitely gonna take a little longer than the normal version. 70% less damage taken is quite a bit of a damage downgrade. Actually, no, I still don't have a Ice Spear unlocked.
The smell of fear betrays you. Your recklessness will not go unpunished.
All right,
This is your
the real boss fight begins.
or perish. You force my hand again, little mouse. So be it. You've chosen
I don't think he gets taunted, so I shouldn't even bother.
my world, and you shall obey my order.
Oh, I thought he was aiming it a little differently.
Failure.
Okay, that was so player bad. I don't know what I was thinking about, but clearly not about the game. Yeah, 70% less damage. Oh,
Gaze into the abyss.
there we go. That's player good.
Inconsequential.
In the first bullet things, I don't know, mine went like back mode. I don't know, I don't buy them. Oh, they have just dunked? Oh, yeah, I guess I should do it. That still applies. But I think she has not dunked or something, and if they don't dump it, that means that the and we filter, you can type exclamation mark filter, and you need sounds as well from Discord. I'm currently using Jackson 3.20. Or I think you can somehow open it in filter blade. No, I'm not sure. But whatever. I know. Just as I go.
Behold the face of your unmaking.
Father, it's me. Let me help you.
The horror must be stopped. Obstacles destroyed. Embraced by misery.
Oh, shit.
Embraced by misery. Insignificant.
Actually doable, huh?
My mana is gone.
He's recovering. We need to find a way back quickly.
These memories are mine. I cannot lose them.
They lied to you, Father. I'm your true memory.
Oof, that took a lot of life.
The future. The past must be sacrificed.
Ah, shit, there's an orb there. Woo! It's fine.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Gaze into the abyss.
Wow. One portal Uber Shaper. Okay. That was really comfy, actually. Like, as soon as I activated player good on the ball phase, no problem.
That
No
really slowed me
problem.
down.